And Bilzerian has officially failed. Got a 9-minute and 6-second video essay on Dan Bilzerian, the eccentric rich dude yacht likes yachts, something like that. Let's check it out. The guy went viral like 10 years ago, and he's still like, he's still out there doing whatever he does. I don't know what he does. Just his yachts and yachts. That's what Dan be doing, right? Let's check it out.
Nothing feels better than winning when people are patiently waiting to see you fail. Dan, you've lost 1 million followers in the last 12 months, seen your stock price plummet so low you had to take it off the stock
He's got a brand, bro.
exchange, and now spend the rest of your time copying Andrew Tate.
Yeah,
we're
gonna start a website.
Dan's like, yo, I think Andrew Tate can, everybody can focus on Andrew Tate instead, bro. I don't know.
Site called Sigma Society.
While rambling about politics on Twitter.
We need to fix our country and our debt before we give billions of dollars to foreigners in this incessant need to get involved in every war so politicians can siphon off money. See, that's why I don't make posts like that, bro. I just be chilling.
Twitter.
I don't even know what that means, so we need to fix our country and our debt.
This is basically the definition of failure, and here's exactly how it happened. Dan Bilzerian took his company Ignite public at a price of $2.50 per share back in January 2019, a time at which his career was going perfectly. His Instagram was gaining 400,000 followers per month. He was living in...
Sheesh, bro. Yo, I'm getting something similar like that on Instagram, and I'm like, yo, I'm just like, bro. I don't even know how to handle it for sure, man. However, today we're not getting that many. However, yesterday we getting 500 somehow. I'm in awe.
In a $65 million mansion, and most importantly, everybody believed that his lifestyle was real. That would be until July 2020, 18 months after Ignite started, when Dan fired Ignite's vice president, who then sued Dan Bilzerian for unfair dismissal, in the process completely exposing his phony business model. For starters, the lawsuit explained that Dan Bilzerian...
Look at that house, bro. That's way too close to the road. Why'd you want a house close? Like, what about the, like, fumes from the motors and stuff, bro? It's not that bad of a house. And he has a lot of big car. As long as he got it, like, gated, maybe, like, some securities, I think he'll be good, right? But yeah, just, it feels like out there in the open, right?
Hadn't actually paid $65 million for his mansion, but the property was rather rented for $2.4 million per year.
Per year? What? Bro? You can get a mansion for that much? Okay, actually, it's still a lot, but...
On top of this, it was shown that...
yeah, man. Millions per month in rent is just... per year in rent is still much.
Bilzerian paid for the travel expenses of the rotating cast of models that permanently accompany Bilzerian wherever he goes.
Yeah, but he's paying for like farm companionship, bro.
Despite
he's like living the Dubai lifestyle in America.
Dan consistently stating that the girls were there voluntarily.
Do you pay these girls to come?
No. Okay, so
that's the big misconception,
yeah, I'm
right?
addressing that on my app.
However, the craziest part of the lawsuit outlined Dan's strange expenses, including $75,000 on a paintball field, $40,000 on a rock climbing wall, $60,000 on a Star Wars gun set, $31,000 on...
Who wouldn't spend this kind of money if you had it, though? I'm sure every kid wants a rock climbing wall. You know, come on now, let's be real here. Pool renovations.
On pool renovations, $50,000
a vault is needed, though.
on a bed.
Gotta don't want to get robbed when you're on vacation.
Frame, 15,000 on a ping pong table, and 88,000 on a vault, just to name a few. It was also stated that some business expenses charged to Ignite were for household items, groceries, and luxury yacht rentals, with a different former employee stating Ignite pays for everything. Models, events, yachts. Dan would just have it wrapped with the Ignite logo, and all of a sudden it was an Ignite expense, and he would send them the bill. Pools, trampolines, the employee added. His personal events that had nothing to do with the business. Dan responded by stating, "Some journalist said Ignite was funding my life. Bitch, I've been going hard for 10 years and been famous for going hard for 7. I started it."
Yeah, he's just been, somehow he's just been on top of the game. I mean, like, what does he do, guys? I don't know. I mean, when you're at the top, you don't have to do much, But yeah.
Ignite 2 years ago, raised around
It's like, at the top, you don't have to do much to stay at the top, right, fam?
100 mil, and I own the majority of the company, suck my dick.
Seems like a businessman, maybe? I don't know. How did he get so rich?
Although his arrogant response failed to dismiss anything, especially the company's atrocious financial reports. Dan had spent a total of $69 million during Ignite's first year in business, which was offset by only $9.7 million in sales. Given the previously mentioned lawsuit explained how terribly this money was spent, Ignite's stock price plummeted by almost 90%.
What is Ignite? What was he selling, fam? Ignite. Brand. Oh. He's getting into cannabis puffs. Okay, he's selling alcohol, he's selling nicotine, he's selling shirts, spirits, like, goodness. Yeah, but starting a business is just a cool idea, though. Let's be real.
From $2.50 to a low of 28 cents in October 2020. As the media began to report on Dan's losses, he'd respond by stating Uber is worth $80 billion. It has never had a profitable month since it started, and it lost over $5 billion in one quarter.
How?
Last year. However, Ignite's financial losses weren't even the worst part. Ignite only had an audience because of Dan's extravagant life, which as a result of the lawsuit had been exposed as rented.
I know, right? Just apparently showing off that you're richer than everybody else or most others is a good way to get famous, I guess. I don't know.
The lifestyle was once mysterious and intriguing, but it lost its edge as soon as people realized it was just another business. On top of this, the whole mega rich guy on Instagram shtick was cool in 2014.
Yeah, bro. You know what I mean? He solidified himself as that, but that's kind of all he did, right? I think he's more of a businessman. Like, I think he's out there talking to suppliers or whatever businessmen do, more than he's a social media star.
But by 2020, everybody knew it was complete baloney, which began to reflect in Dan's Instagram statistics. In May 2020, Dan almost completely stopped posting to Instagram, and by the end of the year, he'd begun to lose followers. In the meantime, the media speculated,
Bro, I'm all for not posting sometimes, bro. I'll probably have a break one of these years. It might be when I retire, but I'll have a break.
that he'd soon
But yeah, he's just chilling with his money or doing his business.
file for bankruptcy, to which Dan clapped back by tweeting a skeleton with the caption, "Or the dumbass journalist patiently waiting for Ignite to go bankrupt." Dan was right, Ignite wasn't filing for bankruptcy, but that didn't mean that things were going well. After losing $69 million in 2019, Ignite lost a further $19.7 million in 2020, during which the media released another
Doesn't he have like more than one business, bro?
strange detail.
This is the thing about Sunny V2, bro. He's been pumping out like a lot more videos recently. And a lot of it's data analysis. Like, he lost this over here, he lost that over here. Let's highlight how he's losing over there.
Dan Bilzerian's dad was supposedly running Ignite from behind the scenes. Now, this was a problem for one main reason.
But yeah, I don't want to complain too much about his stuff. So he's still very good at his presentation.
Paul Bilzerian
But me as a reaction channel, part of what I do is just criticism, like how he's criticizing Dan here. A lot of it, like this channel that he has right here is actually a reaction channel. It's just like he goes into the faceless style. He goes into the like high, to get ahead of other reaction channels such as mine. He goes just into like these visual like masterpieces, right?
was
Every clip will have a zoom just so it can have more watch retention.
a convicted felon who was illegally prohibited from participating in publicly traded companies. He'd spent a year in jail for fraud in the 90s, leading
Is this Dan? No, that can't be Dan.
Dan to pretend that they weren't that close.
I talk to him
That's skinny Dan.
probably 4 or 5 times a year.
However, according to one article, Paul Bilzerian has taken a less shadowy role within the company, sending
But what I'm saying here is that it doesn't take the most effort to make it on YouTube, but it does take a lot of effort.
thousands of emails between himself and other top executives at Ignite. This was only
And a lot of effort, a lot of time. One more subscribers, guys, and we're gonna get 6,500 fans.
speculation at the time, but if Paul was in fact running the company, he was starting to do something right. Despite losing 19.7 million in 2020, Ignite actually recorded a profit in their final quarter, leading Dan to tweet, "Ignite announces a profitable fourth quarter." I guess the press and the dumb YouTubers were wrong, shocking, the reason for which being explained in a Forbes article. For one, Ignite cut costs, slashing a promotional budget by nearly 75%. Pandemics meant fewer parties, and for Ignite that meant a chance at profit. As economic conditions improved in early 2021, the price of Dan's stock began
We should call this sound the Sunny V2 sound. I think he uses this sound every single video.
to
I
recover rapidly,
like the sound.
quadrupling from 28 cents per share in October 2020 to $1.13 only 1 year later. In the process, Ignite increased its revenue from 16.9 million in 2020 to 78.8 million in 2021.
Look at that, his hard work paid off. He doesn't do social media that much because he's just been doing business.
At which point Dan made the claim that he wanted to sell the company.
2 billion would be nice, because then I get over $1 billion.
However, the chance of achieving this kind of money began to look unlikely as the value of Dan's company began to fall off a cliff. The recovery made by Dan in 2021 was completely reversed throughout 2022,
Hey Dan, if you see this, just keep working on it, man. You'll get back out there.
owed in part to one particular incident. The SEC is suing Ignite Brands Ltd for failing to produce documents as it attempts to pursue an accounting fraud investigation. According to the SEC case, SEC staff have uncovered information indicating that respondents may have filed public financial statements that include false or misleading representations regarding revenues earned and recognized in the company's fiscal year ending December 1st, 2020. On top of potentially falsifying their revenue, the suit also revealed that Ignite was under criminal investigation for something unrelated. As a result, the
Don't be doing that, Ignite.
stock was headed toward a new record low.
Strange, I was told stuff like this doesn't affect the stock, bro.
However, Dan was able to fix this problem by removing Ignite from the stock exchange altogether. He provided no explanation for the company's removal. However, just 2 months later,
Okay, just straight up said, yo, okay. You guys want to watch my stocks? We'll just remove it from the stock market.
media publication
Everybody's watching FaZe stocks right now.
MJ Biz Daily somehow managed to interview Dan Bilzerian's dad, who said he is now serving as an unpaid advisor to his son's company and was speaking on behalf of Ignite because Dan was unavailable to comment. He'd state there is no reason to have a public company unless you intend to raise capital from public markets, before going on to state though Ignite was publicly traded, about 90% of the company's shares are owned by Dan and friends. Dan likely thought that as a public figure he should have a public company,
Oh yeah, I'm saving up to start a company for sure.
though this structure provided no real benefit and instead delivered unwanted attention from governing bodies and the media. Despite this, it was reported in March 2023 that Dan was still refusing to cooperate with governing bodies, and while Ignite's privatization means its income is no longer public, it doesn't really seem as though business has improved. Dan recently bragged on
I don't see him I don't see him really promoted that much. I mean, like a few pictures here and there on Instagram.
Ignite's Instagram by stating,
I don't see like YouTube videos of him promoting it. I mean, how would you promote it without like getting flamed as like a big like business person? I don't know.
best-selling vapes in South America, although the very top comment was, "Bro, I love you, but I never seen anyone smoking that." Ignite's Twitter page gets about 30 likes per post. The company's official TikTok page has under 4,000 followers, while Dan Bilzerian's personal social media isn't looking so healthy.
So nothing about how he rose to fame in this video, just a quick 10-minute one, a 9-minute one, fam.
Either.
I still don't know how he rose to fame. We'll have to watch another video.
His main Instagram page is losing 100,000
So this is all about his business just going down, I guess.
followers.
But it's not really going down. Still there. He's still got the money.
Followers per month, owed in part to his complete inactivity, only uploading every once in a blue moon.
Yeah, this dude's going ghost on the internet, bro. He's kind of always been that way, though. He's not out there like Andrew Tate or anything.
When he does post, all of the most popular comments state, "So sad you have to pay for having ladies around you, haha. Lol, such a sad life, and I don't know why I still follow this dude." In January 2021, Bilzerian was asked, "Dan, why are you barely active over Instagram recently?" To which he'd respond with, "Cause I just finished the 25th edit of my book. It's finally done." Yet Dan failed to return to Instagram after the book's release. However, only a couple of months ago on the Skinny Confidential podcast,
Wait, he collabed with David Goggins? How did he collab with David Goggins?
finished the 25th edit of my book. It's finally done. Yet Dan failed to return
Forward by David.
to Instagram
David motivated me. He came at David.
after the book's release. However, only a couple of months ago on the Skinny Confidential podcast, Dan gave an updated explanation for why he'd quit everything.
I just don't care. Like, I feel like social media is like a video game I beat like 8 years ago, and I'm like, everybody's playing the same game. I'm like tired of playing it. Like, I look at social media like a cancer. Like, to me, I think it's the worst thing to be happening to society. So I just like, it just cringe to perpetuate that problem.
Dan seems quite resentful over his social media career and is perhaps sick of being hated. However, I can't imagine his next venture will make that any better. After seemingly spending a bit too much time with Andrew Tate, Dan Bilzerian is working on his own alpha male course and website called Sigma Society.
The thing I'm working on right now is a site where it's basically gonna like teach guys kind of like how.
Why is everybody doing this, bro? When I do it, I'm not gonna charge.
What's that? Yeah.
Sigma?
Yeah, it's gonna like teach guys how to be guys. You know, I feel like
I don't even know how to. I'm not gonna do something like. If I do something like that, I'm not gonna charge for it. Unless, like, never mind. Like, comment, subscribe, check out Sunny V2. Press the join button, please. It's the last day of November here, so it's holiday season. Hope you had a good Thanksgiving. Yeah, on to December. See you next one, fan.